Hi, everybody. It's Jill here again with Illuminating Women. Just talk a little more about our conference, the self-care health conference we're doing called Illuminating Your Gifts. And it's on October 21st. We've asked you to go look at illuminatingwomen.com. You can find us there or on our website to register at illuminateyourgifts.com. And with us today, I wanted to bring back one of our speakers that we had at our conference that we did in March, another self-care conference, because we so believe strongly that when women take good self-care and are healthier, stronger, their families are healthier, their communities are healthier, and our world is healthier. And women need to make themselves a priority in that self-care. We were so excited to get Stacey Gunn with us. She is an amazing person who had a wheel that she taught us about 8 ways of living it up in our own self-care. And I asked her to come and speak a few words with us about the conference and what she does and why it's so important for women to go. So Stacey, thank you for joining us today. And can you just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and what that conference that we did, which was Create Your Vision in March, now we're calling this new conference Illuminate Your Gifts. Why is it important for women to go here and do this?
Yes, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to be a keynote speaker at your very first conference in March, and for inviting me to do this, because it's so important, I think, for women to know that events like this exist. And they exist because we all need deep connection. We all need a real connection. And Jill, you are an amazing event organizer from, illuminating women and now moving into these larger teaching events, really. I mean, this is about skills and learning how to take care of ourselves. So I am a registered dietitian, health writer, and self-care coach. And my company is called Living Up. And basically, I teach people how to create strategic self-care plans. And I do it because we all need to pick ourselves up sometimes from life's really heavy moments. And I believe that we have to be our best to give our best. And that's what I love about, this topic that you're working on now is illuminating your gifts. And that's really why we all show up, especially those of us who are nurturers and we really want to give to our families and communities. But sometimes we're so tired and we're so overwhelmed that we don't have anything to give. And so I think it's one of the most powerful preventive health tools we have that doesn't really cost anything. There are tons of self-care activities that we can do that don't require $1, and maybe they require 5 minutes. So it's very, very important. And as you mentioned, Jill, my 8 dimensions of self-care, these are areas that I have identified in my own life experiences that when I'm lacking in one of these areas, I can tell. And in fact, I do an exercise that I call Rate Your 8 every morning, and I give a rating to each of these areas. You can go to livingup.com and get that downloaded toolkit if you are curious to assess yourself. But yeah, I'm just so honored to have been able to share this tool with other women who are trying to figure out where to get started with taking care of themselves and making themselves a priority.
Awesome. And you're absolutely right. And that's what was vital about what you presented last time. Because when we talked about creating that vision, that was that vision of looking at ways that we can take care of ourselves better. And I know for me, when I listened to what you said, I just then started to celebrate those little things, that just the walks in the woods, or just taking that 20 minutes to call a friend. But you said that's actual self-care, and not always going to the spa and having our nails done. And that was a real aha for me. And we are so excited as we continue this journey every year to help women get stronger and empowering women. I'm so grateful that you said yes to us. And I'm grateful for you to come out and shout out why it's so important for women to take care of themselves, why it's so important for women to take and invest in coming to conferences like this. Can you just share one last thing about what the conference meant to you and what you saw that the women who went and the changes that they made?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can tell you that there were so many beautiful women with a variety of life experiences. And I think what struck me the most is that speakers and attendees were just super honest. And I'm a real introvert, so just doing videos and speaking in front of large audiences has been very, I've just been dipping my toe in and doing more and more of it. But it felt so warm. And, so I don't know if you can relate to this, Jill, but sometimes we go to functions and we walk in and we just feel like people are, whispering in the corner or whatever. But this group of women that you have gathered they're real, they are heartfelt, and they sincerely want to help lift other women up. And that is what the event's about. So I think for me, even though I got to attend and listen to some of the speakers, I even felt it as a speaker that, the room was just very warm and there was this overwhelming supportive feeling. So if you're at all thinking about going or you're trying to figure out what you want to do to invest in yourself before the end of the year, this is a phenomenal opportunity.
Oh, thank you. And you're absolutely right. So again, Stacey, thank you again for saying yes and being our speaker. Thank you for healing and helping so many women. Truly recommend you go check out Stacey at theLivingUp.com and just download that wheel, because that wheel is important. And I'm really glad you created that. And she's just a delightful person to get to know. So for the rest of you, I know you're hearing us talk about this. Who do you know? What friends do you have? Who can you also help to get stronger, be more empowered, and be inspired to take on their life and be the healthiest and strongest them? So check it out. Sign up. Come. The price is going to go up here in a couple more weeks. So we have it at a low price. So go to the illuminateyourgifts.com. Go register. It's $189 for an all-day conference, and we serve you a very delightful harvest lunch. So vendors will be there, lots of the great speakers. It's just going to be an exciting time for you to make connections and new friends. So ladies, thank you for plugging in and checking us out again. And we hope to see you at the conference. Nope, we'll see you at the conference because you're worth it, and so is your self-care. So again, thank you, Stacey, for staying in. How much Stacey says words. And see, we are so excited that we don't have to be perfect, and that we.
Yes, amen.
Yeah. Oh, we're all done doing that. And so anyway, so thanks again, and check out Stacey. Check out the Illuminate Your Gifts. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Jill.
Bye-bye.